Hello again on the second part on how to trade the US dollar Swiss franc, and we've discussed a bit what the SNB stands for, when they are meeting, why they are applying negative interest rates because of the status of safe haven that is being given to the Swiss franc. And of course, Switzerland is a service-based economy. What to look for next if you want to trade this pair? Well, of course, you're looking at CPI or inflation. Inflation is on the mandate of each and every central bank, as we discussed here multiple times with the other currency pairs that we analyzed. Of course, you are looking at the jobs data, but the jobs data is not that important in Switzerland. Jobs data. What you should look for in Switzerland is GDP, or the gross domestic product, GDP. And also an important thing to look for is the state. I don't know how it is being called, but it is to be found on the Forex Factory or on any economic calendar. The deposit flows. If the deposits are increasing, then it will pressure the Swiss National Bank to act at the next meeting. If the deposits are decreasing, then of course the Swiss National Bank will be forced to act in the opposite direction the next time they meet. Of course, housing data, building permits and so on. What's important in Switzerland as well is the KOF, K-O-F indicator. It is an indicator that tells much about the state of the economy, and you know by now what the central bank is doing when they are meeting. They are meeting to establish the monetary policy and to set the monetary conditions for the period to come. If the monetary policy is eased, it is being said that it is hurting the currency. If the monetary policy is hiked, then it is being said that it is positive for the currency. In Switzerland, as it is now, the monetary policy is not loose, is extra loose. Those guys are hurting because of the safe haven of the Swiss franc, and trading the US dollar Swiss franc to the upside should be viewed with a grain of salt, as long as the central bank's tone remains the one that it is today. Remember, the tone of the central bank tells much about their intentions. Not that the Swiss National Bank is, the SNB is a central bank to be taken seriously, because only days before the Euro Swiss franc peg to be dropped, they reinforced their willingness to keep the peg, only for a couple of days later to drop it and cause devastating waves on the financial markets. But nevertheless, when a central bank is speaking, markets are dancing, and we gotta pay attention to each and every details. So what I'm trying to say is that it should be interpreted as a classical currency pair. First of all, it is a major currency pair because it has the US dollar in it. It is traveling mostly when US driven events are being announced, and not when Swiss ones are being announced. On the Swiss side, I will insist that the things to look on the Forex Factory or on any economic calendar are things related to central bank interventions, central bank meetings. But on the US side, everything that we've discussed with the non-farm payrolls, ISM, manufacturing and non-manufacturing, GDP, housing data, building permits and so on. Thank you very much for being here, and have a great day. Bye bye.